Hi everyone, Amanda Jane here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to crochet this lovely baby blanket waffle stitch. It's a really easy one row repeat and it works up very quickly. This is using double knitting weight yarn and it gives this lovely sort of honeycomb effect. Same on both sides, and it's lightweight. It's got these little air pockets in it, so it's going to be lightweight but nice and warm. And it's simply a combination of double crochet and front post double crochet. So let's work up a sample so that you can see how to crochet this. So I'm going to just push that one to the side. Now the thing to do is to start with an odd number of stitches. So slip knot, and then we'll just do a small sample to give you an idea of how to crochet this. So an odd number: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 will do just to give you a small sample. So we're going to identify the third chain from the hook, not the loop on the hook. 1, 2, 3. And into that we're going to do a normal double crochet. And our first row is a double crochet all the way across. I'll talk you through double crochet now. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch just here. Yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, find the next chain, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we keep going all the way across the row to the end. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, and I'll just finish off to the end of the row. So I'm using double knitting weight yarn in this little sample and a size 4mm crochet hook, which is the normal crochet hook for double knitting weight. I've reached the last chain. I'm going to do 2 turning chain. Now, because I crochet relatively loosely, I only do 2. You might want to do 3. I'm then going to turn my work, and we're going to start on the pattern row repeat. Turn your work, and we're going to start with a front post double crochet in the next stitch, around this stitch here. So yarn over, insert your hook between the first and the second stitch and come up between the second and the third. So you're capturing that whole stitch on your hook. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and then finish off in the normal way. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Now you want to keep this work quite on the loose side. Now the next stitch is a normal double crochet, and you identify where to put the hook because it is just to the left of the top of this post here, just there. So that's a normal double crochet. Then we're going to do a front post double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook behind the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, then a normal double crochet into this stitch here, capturing the top 2 loops, remember, as usual. Yarn over, find the next stitch. This is the front post double crochet, then a normal, then a front post, then a normal. Now it's quite sometimes easy to skip a stitch, so keep checking that you have inserted your hook into the right place. That's the only thing about these front post double crochets, is you can find that you've put your hook into the wrong place. Now when we get to the end, you'll see we've got the double crochet and then the chain. So we want to do, and it shows better here, on this side, we want to make sure that we do we've just done a front post double crochet here, and we're going to do a normal double crochet into that last double crochet from the previous row. Now we want to line up and make sure that we maintain the correct number of stitches, and this is always a little tricky when you start out. So these pair up all the way across. Now when we get to the end, we need to make sure we put an extra double crochet in to that last turning chain from the previous row. So you end up with 2 ordinary double crochets at the end. Then chain 2 and turn your work. Now let's have a look at what we've got. I think the cat has been on this. So we have our foundation row, and then we have our first row, and our waffle pattern doesn't really show up until we've done a few more rows like here. So let's turn our work and continue. Having a look at the reverse of the work makes it much easier, because now every time you see this double crochet that's slightly towards you, you're going to do a front post double crochet. So we do a front post double crochet here. Now this one sits slightly back, so we're going to do a normal double crochet because it sits slightly back. This one sits slightly forward, so we do a front post double crochet. And as I said, this will become more obvious as the work continues to grow. Front post, double crochet, front post double crochet, normal double crochet, front post double crochet, normal double crochet, and then we've reached the end. We're going to do our last double crochet into the top of that turning chain, not into the gap. It gives a better finish if you can go into the chain. So when you do your chain stitches, keep them quite loose, so we can see that our waffle pattern is starting to emerge. Keep counting to make sure you've got the right number of stitches. You'll get very good at this by the end of your project. So our rows start with a front post double crochet. Whether you're on the reverse or, as we are at the moment, we're on the right side of our work. The foundation row doesn't really count. It's the next row that counts as the beginning. So your tail will be on the right hand side for the right side of your work. Now I was chatting, so I missed that one. Should have been a front post double crochet. There we go. Always good to keep the mistakes that I make in the videos so you can see what can happen. So when you've finished a row, it's worth just checking that you haven't missed any or misaligned any of your front post double crochet. So remember, 2 double crochet in a row at the end of each row. 2 chain, or 3 if you're a little tighter than I am, and then off we go again. We start off with the front post and then we go on to our normal one. Front post, normal double crochet, front post and a normal one. I'll just finish this row, then we'll have another look and compare it with the pale minty coloured one. So baby blankets would be great in this stitch because lightweight but warm. So find your last loop, there we go, and there we have it. There's our teeny tiny little example, which you can see is giving us this nice pattern just like the bigger example here. So there we have it. Now it's got a lot of stretch in it, which is also quite nice. So once you've given that a light press, that will look absolutely lovely. I like the pink too. So that is our stitch for today. I'm calling it a front post waffle stitch, and I think it would be great for any project that you undertake. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Press subscribe and the bell for notifications of upcoming videos, and I look forward to speaking to you very soon. Give us a thumbs up and take care. Bye.